Okay, so now we're going to look at priorities, blends, and the difference between loop end and loop stop. So loop stop, well, if loop end plays the entire keyframes, which it does, so this plays the entire 43 frames of walk, loop stop will actually allow me to actually stop between anything. So let's say I want to stop between just the frame 1, for example, and it leads to a very jerky motion. See? So it goes from one weird pose to the next. And if I kind of turn this around and hit play, okay, too abrupt. So what we have to do now is start setting our blend in. So idle is going to be a pretty hard blend in. So let's idle it 20 frames into the blend in, and then play it. So it allows him to ease into it. Okay, that might be a little high. He looks like he's shuffling his feet. So I might put a little bit higher on there, or a little bit lower by putting maybe 10. And this is to flavor, and it's also based on, you might have to adjust some of your animations. Cool, that looks pretty good. Another thing, priority. Priority works like this, the lower the number, the higher of the importance. And if you over-click priority, you can see that happen. So, an idle might be a priority of 12 based upon, later on I probably will have 12 animations for the character. So it's the lowest important thing. If you're not walking around, you're bored, you're probably walking away from the keyboard anyway. So that's a 12. Walking, on the other hand, maybe that's like a 4 or 3. I would say your attack is like your number one priority. That's your weak attack. So what that does, it allows me to better control what I'm doing later on. Like when I'm moving forward, what happens if I go into an attack? Well, it's all ran by priority that way. If I hit play, you're not going to see too much here other than that, and then the ease in. So now we have to move them forward a little bit, and then probably mix in an attack before you can actually see the difference what priority makes. So I'm going to add a new one in here. And actually I just want to move him forward. So what I'm going to do here is make another and, like, so he's moving up, it's doing this, and then it needs to do another thing. And that is move him in what axes? Well, you can kind of click on this one. It looks like negative y. So it's going to move him negative y 0.05. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to move the camera a little bit so I can kind of see what this looks like from far away, and then hit P on the keyboard. And then realize I did not hook it up. There we go. Okay, good. It seems a little fast, so I'm going to have to judge that. I'm going to have to make it so he is still moving forward and he's not sliding so much, and that's to taste again. I'm going to have to go in here and basically tweak that out until I get happy with it. It's a long, arduous process that I do not want to do via video in front of you. Except I'll try one more time. And it is very sensitive, by the way. Very nice. Okay, so if I want to do two things at once, I'm going to show that in the next video. Basically, what if I want to make him so he turns around and he can move another way. So I'll show you that in the next video.